Hey everybody, it's Casey. I am coming to you today with some empties. Look at my shirt, Wax Boss. My in charge person, my director, sent me this because I reached a certain goal in my, Sensei journey. I got my sensational start level 1. I've got my sensational start level 2, and I'm trying really hard to get level 3. To get there, you only have like a certain number of days. I only have 34 days left. So I'm gonna try really hard. So anyway, I mean, I didn't do it for the shirt, but like the shirt. Like, come on, Sensei bar, it's cute. Okay. Anyway, so where's my other one? There it is. So I had this in my car, and I left it there because I wanted to tell you guys about it last time I changed mine, but this is a car bar, and it's sea salt and avocado, and I can still smell it. I probably could have kept it in my car at the time, but I wanted like a more fall scent at the time, so I took this out and left it in my little console. And like, I keep my sunglasses there. Every time I put on my sunglasses, I'm like, oh, they smell like sea salt and avocado. So it's a pretty good performer. It was one in like the old packaging that I've had for a really long time, so I wasn't expecting a full 30 days, but it made it. And I replaced it at the time with cider mill. This I can still smell too, but I couldn't smell it in my car anymore. So I put pumpkin roll in there, and let me tell you. So I put pumpkin roll in there, and I put in there yesterday morning, and I had like a million errands to run, and one of them was picking up groceries. And so I have a minivan, so like when we do curbside here, like I just pop my minivan, so they put it in the way back. So I popped my thing, and I'm sitting there for like close to 20 minutes. The guy finally comes out. My mom's sitting in the seat next to me. The guy finally comes out, and he goes, "What's that smell?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's my Scentsy bar. Like, it's pumpkin roll, blah, 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 blah." And so, like, you know, he's like, "I'm going to have to look into that, whatever." I close up, start driving away, and she's like, "I'm going to need me some of these bars." And I'm like, "What do you mean, Mom?" And she goes, "If we've been sitting with that thing open for 20 minutes and he can still smell it in the way back of your minivan, I'm going to need me some of those." I'm like, "I got you, girl." So anyways, pumpkin roll, doing good in my car. Okay, so this is kind of a non-Scentsy, but I'm real here, girls and guys. So I melted some of these. These are Elm. This is called Elm Street from Rainbow Melts, and it's Palo Santo, sugar cookies, and marshmallow. And I still have some left, thank goodness, because it's amazing. But she did little shapes. So this was a pumpkin. I think I cut up one jack-o'-lantern and some leaves. But like I said, Palo Santo, sugar cookies, and marshmallow. Y'all, this is so good. It's super good. It's a super good performer. You definitely get the marshmallow and the sugar cookies. Palo Santo can sometimes, for some people, be like really too outdoors, woodsy, almost on incense, like smell. So, but for me, I could do straight Palo Santo. I love Palo Santo, but with the sugar cookies and marshmallow, which are like, if in my mind, I actually would say that this is like a good 3-way split. Like, if I was gonna say the most prominent note to me is actually the sugar cookie, which I smell first, but the Palo Santo really grounds it. It's super good, great performer. Would definitely repurchase. I've told you that I was melting things in my element warmers, my Scentsy element warmers, and I was feeling like I couldn't smell them. I put this in a 25 watt in my bedroom, and man, it's still going strong. It's good. So definite repurchase. Okay, upstairs, y'all. I melted 2 hazelnut frostings. Why did they do away with this or not bring this back? I will never know, because it is hazelnut goodness. So you can smell the nuttiness, like Nutella-ish smell. But this was a boomer, like vanilla strong, really strong performer. the whole upstairs, the moment I walked up, I was like, bakery, sugary heaven. Super good. And I didn't use, I think I had 2 cubes left in here. So I used a full bar and 2 cubes. And y'all, I probably could have used a few less cubes and still smelled way strong. Like, if this comes back, buy it and put it in a Scentsy Club. Make a Scentsy Club for it. It's super good. Like I said, it's nutty, but not too nutty. It's like, if you're not like if you don't want to smell nuts, it doesn't to me have like a chocolatey note like Nutella does, but it's definitely hazelnut. And that frosting, vanilla frosting note is everything. This, I probably got 3 full days, and I only changed it because I wanted to change the wax, not because I'd stopped smelling. Like, this was a powerhouse. Buy this. So good. I know it's not available now. I can't imagine that someday it's not going to be available again, because it's that good, for real. And I had this like little bitty tiny sample from With Envy. It's chocolate chip butterscotch cookies. And I put, in my daughter's room, I put 1 cube of hazelnut frosting and this beat hazelnut frosting bad. Like, it was, so I don't smell the butterscotch. I smell chocolate chip cookie and mostly chocolate. It was too sweet for me. Like, the thing about hazelnut frosting is super sweet. Like, I'm not gonna lie, super sweet. If you don't like, if you want something that's like real clean, fresh, that ain't this. This is like bakery goodness, but it's got that hazelnut, so it's not just sugary smell. This really is just sugary smell. And I bought this like in January. Okay, so we're talking about in these little, like, I would say this is not how I would store wax normally, in these like little bitty pod thingies, but man, it threw like a beast. And so if you really like that like chocolate forward smell, I'm not like, Scentsy has something called brownie batter. It's like, it's too much chocolate for me. I just don't know if I want my house to smell like chocolate. I guess that's it. Like, I'm just not a chocolate fan in wax. But if you are, like, this, I would find this, because this little thing, after like 10 months, still threw like it beat out everything in my house. So much so that my husband was like, what is that smell? Like, it smells like chocolate. I'm like, it's this little bitty thing. Oh, guys, for real. Chocolate, if you're chocolate forward, this is it for you. I warmed apple and oats. So I warmed that in 3 warmers down here in my, like, in my areas, and I got so many compliments. Like, I had people come over today and they're like, what's that smell? What's that smell? When I smell it on cold, I think that it's kind of boring smelling, but on warm, it just is like, it smells like fall to me. Like, it's a little appley. Like, I wouldn't say that I smell a lot of apple. I smell oats. Like, I smell kind of, on cold I don't smell it, but on warm it's just kind of like a really comforting smell, with kind of like, not oatmeal like in those little packets. Like, if you were gonna make oatmeal in a big old pot and stir and stir and stir, like old school, like steel oats kind of smell, I think it smells like that, like cooking oatmeal on a stove, or even like campfire-y, like kind of that thick smell of oats, and just a little hint of apple, and it definitely has spices. So if you're not into like nutmeg, cinnamon kind of vibe, like this probably wouldn't be for you, but I am here for it, and it's a great performer. It still smells really good in here. One thing I'll say is I get like a little bit nose blind to it, so when I go, but if I go outside and come back in, I'm like, oh yeah, it's still here. It's really good, and it's a good performer. And it doesn't smell like it smells on cold. Like, this comes alive on warm. So this is a recommend for me. Okay, so I did a thing, which was kind of a weird deal, but I still did it anyway. I don't know. Okay, so I had Rose Girls Sweet Lavender and zucchini bread. Okay, so I mixed them together all upstairs. Now, I have told you the story many times about how Rose Girls doesn't always perform for me. Okay, I take it all back. I'm so sorry, Rose Girls. I don't know what I was thinking. This Sweet Lavender is like a powerhouse, booming scent. And it's not herbal lavender, it's definitely sweet lavender, like almost what you would smell in like a body care line. Like if you were gonna get like lavender lotion, it smells like that to me. Like it doesn't have like that that astringent quality that you get with herbal lavender. It's just like kind of this sweet, like not creamy, but like almost creamy, like something you could, I felt like I could mix it with zucchini bread, like bakery. And to be honest, the reason that I felt like I needed to mix it is because I haven't always had great performance in my house from Rose Girls. Well, that was dumb. Like if you go upstairs in my house right now, it smells like a beautiful, like high-end, expensive lotion store. It is gorgeous and it's rocking. So we're day 2. Like vendor wax, usually you can get about 12 hours in my humble opinion, unless you're melting something like this, and you can apparently get like 15 days. I don't know. But this is, we're probably hour, maybe 20, and it's good. It's like really like a super relaxing, very pretty scent. No complaints from my family, which does happen sometimes. So I mixed it with zucchini bread because I was worried that I wasn't going to get a lot of performance. And zucchini bread is just kind of like a good, like kind of bread mixture. It's like you don't smell zucchini. It's not like you come in and like your house smells like a salad. It's really just like if you wanted like a bread note, but you wanted it to be like less yeasty smelling. Like you don't want it to smell like a French baguette. You want it to smell like just kind of like just like bread, right? And okay, so there's like in the very back, there's almost a green note, but not too much, really, honestly. And so I bought this from Crystal with Rainbow Melts. It's just zucchini bread because I wanted to have a good mixer, and I trust Rainbow Melts with smells. And you know, Scentsy doesn't really do a lot of bread bakery. They do a lot of sweet pastry bakery, but they don't do sort of that straight up like butter flour mixture. And so sometimes like I want that. Like I can actually imagine apple and oats doing really well with zucchini bread. And sometimes when something's too fruity for me, like something that's like, you know, just straight, except for apple, but just like straight cherry or straight, like even like go-go mango or any of those flavors can be like just a little bit too much sweet for me. I put them upstairs in my kids' room and they love that. But if I'm going to put it down here, I want it to be like have a little depth more than just like that sugary sweet. And so zucchini bread is like a super good mixture. So I haven't ever warmed this on its own. I don't really know that I would. For me, it's a mixture. It bumps up other scents. This would be a repurchase for sure, just for the mere fact that like I like to have the ability to make something a little bit more bakery than it is. And then the last thing, I know you probably saw this. This is my little crinkle cutter. So these kind of bars, these are just like snap bars for me. I can just snap them off and take a couple squares. But if I have something like this pumpkin, this is a huge pumpkin. Like I can melt a lot of it. This can be like probably 3 melts for me, or 3 different warmers. And so I use this crinkle cutter, just to cut the wax. So it was a good little investment. So anyway, and the last thing that I warmed is Berry Blessed. Y'all, within like 2 hours of this in my warmers, I immediately logged into my Scentsy Club and put it in my Scentsy Club. It is that good. So it is really heavy. Oh, so good. It is really heavy on the berry, but it's a winter berry smell. It's like cranberry, juniper berry, some kind of berry, blackberry, something that's like, to me, more fall smelling, but like, then it has some like beautiful vanilla, I don't know, like deep, like, okay, so like I don't know what the notes are. I'm gonna just tell you what my nose smells. So I smell berry first, and then it's got like a vanilla in it, but then it almost has like I don't want to say masculine, but almost like at the very back, like something, gosh, I don't know, like it's not leather, but like almost like a leather. That sounds weird. I don't know what the notes are. What if the notes are something like that? I don't know. Like, I don't remember the notes of especially things that like aren't in our regular catalog, but it's almost like there's like a berry note with some vanilla, but then some like amber, like something that like really brings it to like a sophisticated smell. And I'm here for it. I would buy the 3-bar holiday collection over and over and over for the 2 scents that I've worn so far, which is Very Blessed and Happy Holidays. I'm telling you, for my nose, both of those are club worthy. Both of them are in my club. I love them. This I don't want to be without. It's very good. It's a very, very good. So, highly recommend. This is a 2 thumbs up. Good performer. I would say that it doesn't last like super long. It's not gonna like die out after like a couple of hours, but I really would want it to last a little bit longer than it does. But otherwise, the smell when it's available is legit good. So this, Very Blessed, has my vote. So that's it, you guys. I have been warming that. I'll change out my warmers when the stuff that's in them stops smelling. But right now I got good performance. So unless I get really bored with it, you know, maybe next week I'm going to be telling you that I good on apple and oats. Like, I don't know. It's working well. And then I have the sweet lavender and zucchini bread, which is working well upstairs. So that's it for me, you guys. So I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.